Morning children. So today we will solve the 1.2 exercise number 1.2. In last class I told how to represent the irrational number on the number line, and I given as an example as a root 2 as well as the root 3, how to represent the root 2 and root 3 on the number line. Okay, so now we'll solve the exercise number 1.2. Exercise 1.2, that is first question. Okay, everyone see your textbook, page number 8. Okay, 9th standard students, please come to the school and take your textbooks. Okay, all textbooks are available in a school, so please come and take your textbooks. Exercise number 1.2, everyone open page number 8. Okay, so state whether the following statements are true or false and justify your answers. Whether the following they give a here three statements. Okay, they given a three statements here, so whether that three statements are whether they are correct or not, means if it is a correct then you have to write a true, if it is not correct then you have to write that statement that is a false statement. Okay, with the reasons. Justify your answers is nothing but you have to give the reason for that. Okay, so first one will see every irrational number is a real number. First one is a every irrational number is real number. Whether it is a true statement, everyone see properly. Every irrational number is a real number. Whether every irrational number is a real number? Of course. Why? See, in the real numbers, I told in the real numbers there are two categories, right? So first one is a rational and irrational. So in the real numbers there are two types, that is the rational number as well as the irrational number. So here rational number and irrational number is there. That means what here? So all the irrational numbers are real numbers and even all the rational number are also real numbers, right? So here they given every irrational number is a real number. Every irrational number is a real number. Means every irrational number is a real number, but every real number is not a irrational number. Getting my point? Because every real number means they include both rational as well as the irrational. But here they told every irrational number is a real number. Means all these irrational number are the real numbers. Of course, it is a part of a real numbers, means all the irrational number are real number only. So the first statement is true. Right here it is a true. Okay. So next one is, first one is a true and second one is every point on the number line is the form of every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is an natural number. So m is a natural number. They given like this. See here. Okay. So here they given every point on the number line is of the form root m and m is a natural number. They given like this. Okay. Every point on the number line. If you draw number line, see here. Okay. So this is a number line. And 0, here 1, 2 and 3, and here is a -1, -2, -3. Okay, so this is a number line. So if you take the number line, on that every number on the number line is in the form of a root m. Whether all the number are in the form of root m? No, because 1, 2, 3. Whether these are the root numbers? No. In between 1 not exactly 1 and 2, right? So 1 and 2 are not a root values. So these are the particular integers, right? So here every point on the number line is of the form root m, and where m is a natural number. Of course 1 and 2, 3 are all the natural number only. Whether root 1 is this one? No. Whether this one root 2? No. Root 2 is lies in a here 0 to 1. So it is not like that. So every point on the number line of the is a not of the form of a root m. It is not in the form of a root m. Okay. Not every. Some point will in the form of a root m, right? So we represented already root 2, root 3 like that. Okay. Only some points we can represent in the form of a root m. Not every point. Okay. So this word is wrong here. If this word instead of the every word we can put a sum. Only some point we can represent that on the number line, that too in the form of a root m, but not every point. So here every point they given, that means it's a false statement. Right here this is a false statement. And answer because every point on number line is not in the form of root m. Okay, they are not in the form of a root m. Okay, not every point, only some point it is there, but not every point. Okay, so next we'll move to the next question, that is every real number is an irrational number. Every real number is an irrational number. Every real number is an irrational number. Whether it is true? Think everyone, every real number is an irrational number. Just while solving the first one, I told that only. Okay, so if you understood that one properly, then you can able to answer for third one also, because it's only similar to first one. While solving the first one only, I already told the answer here. So third one is a very easy and it is related to the first one only. So you have to answer for that. So every real number is an irrational number. Whether it is a true? No, it is not a true. Because every irrational number is a real number. But every real number is not a irrational. Because in a real number it contains both the rational number as well as the irrational number. So here every real number is not a irrational, but every irrational number is a real number. Getting my point everyone? Okay, I hope everyone are getting here. Third one I'll say here. Every real number is irrational. It is a false statement. Why? Because instead of because, I will write a symbol here. Okay, so this is a symbol of a because. Everyone observe. If we'll write like this is a because, and this is therefore. You need to know the short form also, because in mathematics we are using all the notations only. Instead of writing a because, all those words, we'll write only notations. Okay. So here because, why every real number is not is a irrational, they told. That is a false statement, because every real number is not a irrational number. Why? Because give the example for a rational number. Which is a rational number? Which is in a P by Q form, right? So whether we can take a 10 by 5 take. Okay, I'll take here a 10 by 5. Okay, so here it is a rational number and it is not a irrational number. number, right? 5 by 10, sorry, 10 by 5 is not an irrational number, because irrational number means what? It is a non-terminating and non-recurring. It will terminate. Divide 10 by 5, you will get the quotient as a 2 and the remainder is 0. So it will terminate, right? So here it is a example for the rational number, but it is not in a irrational number. So it is not belonging to a irrational number. This is a irrational number symbol. This is a belonging. Not belonging means you have to cancel that. Okay. So this is a belonging symbol. If it is a not belonging means you have to cancel like this. Okay. Whether, see here, even equal to, not equal to means you have to cancel like this. So that means it is not belonging to means you have to write the belonging symbol and cross it. So it will become a not belonging. Okay. So 10 by 5 is not belonging to the irrational number. So it fails to, because in a real number the rational number is there. So here it is a rational number, even it is not belonging to the irrational number. So here 10 by 5 is a 10 by 5, it belongs to the rational number. In real number means it both have a real rational number as well as the irrational number. So 10 by 5 belongs to Q, but it will not belongs to the irrational number. So every real number is not a irrational number. So they told every real number is a irrational. So that's why it is a false statement. Getting everyone? Okay. So we'll move to the next question, that is, are the square roots of all positive integers is irrational? I told root 3 and root 2 all are the irrational number. Whether all the root value are irrational number, whether all the root values, whether it is an irrational number? No. Okay. I'll give with the reason here. If you are not getting properly, so please call and clarify your doubts and don't hesitate here. Okay. Already you are in a 9th standard and don't fear to ask any questions here. Okay. If you are not understanding anything, please call to school number and clarify your doubts. Okay. So we'll move to the next question, that is the second one here. What they told, are the square roots of all positive integers irrational? If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is a rational number. Okay. So here, no. Answer is no. All the square root values, are not, all the square root values are not irrational because don't write a because word here. Okay, just give an example. They asked for example. Example is root 4. What is the value of root 4? That is 2. Right? I hope everyone know the square root value as well the square values. Okay, what are the square values here? Square here. First one, I write a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to 5 I'll write. Okay. Next you have to do. This is the square values and here is the square root values. Okay. So here 1, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9 and 2 2 is 16, 5 5 are 25. And root 1, root 4, root 9, root 16 and root 25. Okay. So these are called as the square root values. These are called as the square values. Okay. And square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, square root of 9 is 3, square root of 16 is 4, square root of 25 is 5. Okay. What is the square of 5? 25. What is the square of 4? That is 16. What is the square of 3? That is 9. What is the square of 2? That is 4. Like that you have to tell. If they ask a square value, then you can say multiply that is twice and you have to tell the answer. If they ask the square root of those two numbers, you have to say like this. Okay? Up to minimum up to 30 you have to know these values. Otherwise it's very difficult to solve the problems. Please be thorough with these, okay, square as well as square roots, same as in the cube as well as the cube roots also you have to know. Cube and cube roots also you have to know. Up to 30 you have to perfect with these things, otherwise it's very difficult to solve the problems. Okay, so just I am giving a root for example. If you want to give the other examples you can take here. Root 25, root 16, root 225. What is the value of root 25? Square root of 225 is what? It is a 15. Okay, so you can write like that also. I am giving you just example root 4. If you want to give the example root 9 and root 16, root 25, all are the example here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whether these are the irrational number? No, these are the rational number. Because whether it is a 2 can be written as a p by q form. 2 by 1, 3 by 1 and 4 by 1 and 5 by 1. Like that we can write, right? So these are the not a irrational number. These are the rational number. So all the square root numbers are not a irrational number. Only some square roots numbers are the irrational number. That is our answer. Okay. I hope everyone understood clear with this question. Okay. Next third one is a show how root 5 can be represented on the number line. Before that, I'll give solution for the fourth question. Okay, please go through the fourth question. After fourth I'll give the third question answers, because if you solve the fourth question answer then it is a very easy to solve the third question. So that's why I am doing the fourth one first. So please go through the fourth question, that is a classroom activity, but you are not in a classroom, just you are in a home. So just assume as you are in a classroom and do the activity in your home only. Okay, so I'll give a suggestion for that. Whatever I am going to tell you, that you have to do it in your notebook. Take all the things, compass, scale and notebook. Okay, all things you have to take beside you and take while giving. I am giving a suggestion. You have to do step by step. Then you will get the answer. Otherwise, you will not get the answer. Okay. So be ready with that. I'll give one by one, step by step. I'll tell here. So here, that is the, take a large sheet of a paper and construct the square root spiral in the following fashion. Start with the 0 point and draw a line segment OP1 and of unit length. Unit length means what? It is a 1 centimeter. Please keep it in your mind. That is unit length. Unit length is nothing but a what here? 1 centimeter. That is always unit. The word unit means it is a 1. Okay, the meaning of unit is 1 always. Okay, so here you have to maintain the unit length, and they told here start with the point O and draw line segment OP1 unit length and draw line segment P1 P2 and perpendicular to the OP1 and of a unit length again. Now draw a line same. Okay, it's a like a process same. It will doesn't change. It you have to do it in a large paper sheet. Okay, take one paper sheet. You have to do that. But I'll show on the board. You have to do it in a paper. Okay, take one large paper. Okay, that too unruled. Okay, don't take a ruled paper. Unruled paper take and do this activity. I'll show you. First they told here, take a 1 centimeter, that is the start with the point O and draw line segment OP1. Okay. Anyway, you have to take a, this is a, assume this is a one large sheet. This is a one paper, you can take like this. Okay. So assume this is a, now I am going to do on the board, but just assume this is as a paper. Okay. So here, means if you are in a classroom then I can show in a paper only, but it's a what it is a unable to show here. So just see here, I am on board, I am doing this problem. So please go through that. Okay, so take any point that is called as the O. Okay, denote any point. Okay, take any point on this sheet that is as a O and draw one line here. Okay, draw one line here using a scale and give a point to that P1. Name as a P1. Okay, and here the length should be 1 centimeter only. You have to take the length as a 1 centimeter. Please keep it in one mind. This is a 1 centimeter. This must and should be a 1 centimeter. Okay, and again you have to draw here 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter, and don't ask ma'am this is a long and this is a short one. Okay, here I am not using a scale, that's why it will like that. If you use a scale then it will be correct. Okay, so here this is a 1 centimeter and this point you have to name as a P2. So again join this O and P2. O and P2. What is the value of this OP2? What is the value of OP2? See here 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. This is a perpendicular angle is there, 90. For right angle triangle, what the theorem we can apply for that? Pythagoras theorem. So here the value of this is root 2. Right, same, it is nothing but a what it is a nothing but a representation of a irrational number on the number line. Here in that we used a number line, but here we are not using a number line. Instead of a number line, just we are using a scale and compass and we are doing like this. Okay, only the difference is that one. In the number line, there will be a number line like this, but here is a not there. Only difference is that one. Okay. So next to again you take a 1 centimeter length here. 1 centimeter length. So this is a P3. Next join this one. So it will give the what value here? Root 3. Again take a 1 centimeter length here. That is P4. Again take a 1 centimeter length, that is P4, and again join this one. You will get here a root 4. It is nothing but a 2 centimeter. You will get here. Okay. Again you have to draw the 1 centimeter here. Okay. And join this O. So this is P5. So this value is what here? Root 5. Okay, and next if you want to continue like this only, again this is a 1 centimeter, P6 and join here root 5 and this one is a root 6. So if you goes on continue like this only, okay, you will get up to how much? Pn numbers. P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. So on, do like this only, then you will get a P1, Pn integers. Sorry, Pn irrational numbers, root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 9, root 10. Like that you will get. Okay. So this is just a activity to know how to the irrational numbers are will get on the number line. Okay. So we'll move to the now third question, that is show how a root 5 can be represented on the number line. Same thing we have to do here. If you know how to do this one, okay, if you understood this one, this diagram, then you are able to answer for the third question also. It's a very easy. Okay, I hope everyone got this one. Just take here 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter and join this one. Okay, again here will be a one right angle, so that's why this root 2 square plus 1 square, then the answer will be root 3 will get. Next again here root 3 is there and 1 centimeter length, again here a right angle triangle, so 1 centimeter root 3 square, so you will get a root 4 here. So it is the length of a root 4, that means a 2 square, here the 1 square, again it is a root 5. Like that you have to do. Okay. So here, otherwise just write all the root numbers only. Don't write the square root number here. Root 4, root 3, root 2, root 5, root 6, root 7. Like that it will come. Okay. So next we'll move to the third question. That is a show how root 5 can be represented on the number line. Third one is root 5 on number line. We studied the root 2 as well as the root 3. Now we will study the root 5. Okay. First draw the number line here. That is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 1. Okay. So this is the 0 and here is a 1 is there. First up to root 3 you have to continue the same process. You know how to draw the root 3, right? Same up to that much you have to continue same process. After that I will tell. First take the 1 centimeter length here. 1 centimeter length. For that point I am giving a name as a P. Okay. And again here straight line, that is a 1 centimeter here. That point is called as the Q, and join this OQ. OQ is nothing but a what here? Root 2. Okay. So next again take a 1 centimeter that is perpendicular to this. Okay. So that one is represented as a R. Okay. Give the name as a R. If you want to give the other letters you can give. Okay. So that is R. Next join this O R. That is root 3. Okay. So next again here 1 centimeter you have to take it. Same. 1 centimeter. For that point I am giving the letter as a S. Okay. So again join this O S. What is the value here? Root 3. Root 3 square plus 1 square, that is 3 plus 1 4 means square root of 4. So here this value is root 4. Okay. So next again draw 1 centimeter here. 1 centimeter, that is a T I am giving. Again join this O and T. So value of this is root 4 square plus 1 square, that is a 4 plus 1, that is 5, and it is nothing but a root 5 because here OT square is there, right? So OT square is 5 and OT will get as a root 5. So this value is a root 5 and take this distance length, this OT. Take a distance of OT. This distance you have to take. Okay, everyone observe here. You have to take this distance with the using a compass. Using a compass, take this distance OT and draw one line here. Okay, like a curve here. Okay. So here the measurement is not clear. So that's why we are getting the value in between 2 and 3. It is not in between 2 and 3. So observe neatly and do the value correct. Okay. Whatever the value you are getting here, so that is the correct only, and don't think it is must be in 2 and 3. Okay. But here why? Because I am not using a scale here. That's why it will be just a rough measurement, it is not a clear measurement. Okay, do the correct proper measurement and do the problem, you will get to know the correct answer. Okay, so I hope everyone are understanding. Root 4 is nothing but a what? It is a 2, and again it is a, yes, of course it is comes between a 2 and 3. It will come between 2 and 3. Okay, because root 4 is a 2 means root 5 is nothing but a 2 point some values will come. So it will lies between a 2 and 3 only. The answer must be should be lies between a 2 and 3. 2 and 3 ನಡುವೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರಬೇಕು ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. Okay, so I hope everyone are understanding what I am saying here. So today we'll finish already exercise number 1.2. So next in the next class we'll study about the real numbers and the decimal expansion and how to convert the decimal expansion number in the form of p by q, and if the number is in the form of p by q, and how to convert the decimal form. All those things we'll study in the next class up to 1.2. Exercise number homework is solve the exercise number 1.2 in your HW. Okay, that is the homework for you people. So we'll meet in the next class. Be safe in your home. Okay, thank you everyone.